If you are feeling low and you want to raise your vibe, then keep watching because I'm going to give you 5 super effective tips that you can do to raise up your vibration and start feeling amazing again. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ieva Bereisaite. I am a mindset and manifestation coach, and I am so happy to have you on my channel again today. On this channel, you find out lots about mindset and manifestation, positive thinking, how to get over past mistakes, confidence, and so much more. And if you like this type of content, then make sure that you subscribe right now below to my YouTube channel. And without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. So I personally feel good, like really good the majority of the time. And this was not an easy journey for me to more or less consistently feel good. But now that is the case, and I really want to share the things that I have done or changed in my life and the perspective shifts that I have made to make me feel happy the majority of the time. Of course, it's normal not to feel 100% happy all of the time simply because we're not machines, we're human, and we still have like a cycle that goes up and down. But when you really take the tips that I'm about to mention into consideration, the lows are not going to be so low and the highs are going to be even higher, right? And it's a constant work in progress to become our absolute best selves. But when we take on the journey, it's very, very rewarding. So the number one tip that I can give you guys is to let go of grudges and let go of victimization. So every emotion has a vibration, right? For example, anger, shame, guilt, and emotions like this have a very low vibrational frequency, whereas love, enlightenment, and peace have a very high vibe, right? And when we do feel love, gratitude, and enlightenment, if anyone feels that, because it's the highest form of vibration, but basically if we do feel really good, we will feel it physically, we'll feel the good vibe. And if we feel angry or upset or bad, we will feel that as well. And what we're feeling is, in a sense, a vibration, right? So every emotion has its own vibration. And I've heard a lot of the time people say okay, if you feel angry, just stop feeling angry and just be happy. It's not possible. It's not possible to jump from a really low vibe to a really super high vibe. How will that even work, But it is possible to level up, right? So for example, the lowest form of vibration is shame, right? And when we feel shame, we can't feel joy straight away, right? But we can feel maybe guilt or anger, right? These are still higher forms of vibration than shame. They don't feel as bad as shame, actually. And then after anger will come courage, and after courage will come an even higher feeling, and so on. So if you do feel sad, don't force yourself to feel super happy straight away. Let's be realistic. Just make yourself, or try and make yourself, feel a little bit better. And then when you've done that, you try and make yourself feel a little bit more better. And at some point, you will really feel, good again, right? So this is something that is important, and that really is the way it works. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to make yourself feel absolutely amazing after you haven't felt that good. Just take it one step at a time and work yourself upwards. My tip number 2 is negative thoughts, right? So let's start observing what we are thinking. There's something that I learned, and it was a very interesting realization that I want to share with you guys. And it is that thoughts are always neutral. It's the emotion and the feelings that we give these thoughts and the ideas that make them actually positive or negative, right? And you guys know it all starts with thoughts. If you followed my channel, you'll know just important how thoughts are, and that's why I have so many videos on how to overcome negative thinking and how to feel good again and stuff like that, because it all starts with the thoughts. And when you start observing your thoughts outside of you, so your thoughts are not inside of you, right? They're an outside vibration. And when you start observing those as if they are outside of you, you will actually have a better understanding of them, right? Do your best to let go of thoughts. Remember that thoughts are just thoughts. They're not reality. They're not anything. They're just energies. They're just ideas, right? They're not real. They might feel real when we have a negative thought and fear kicks in our bodies, and we get anxiety and panic, and we start thinking that this is what's going to happen because it feels so real, but it's actually still just a thought. And this is what we have to remember. Also remember, where there is chaos, there will be peace. So when you're having a lot of chaos or troubles in your life, remember that this chaos is just making way for new paths and for peace. So very often when there is a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, peace will follow, right? And again, if you're feeling disbalanced or overwhelmed, make sure you meditate or do something that gives you balance. This is what will balance you out and make you overall more peaceful in your life. If you like my tips so far, guys, then make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and also hit the bell button to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Tip number 3 would be to be consciously aware of what we consume. And let's remember, like, food fuels our bodies, right? And food also has a vibrational frequency, just like everything on this planet. So make sure that you indulge in foods that are good for you, right? It will give you more benefits. You will start feeling better again. And when we're feeling negative, it's very, very easy to indulge in junk food. And what basically happens is we eat, or we try to eat, the negativity away. But that's not what happens. We end up feeling even worse after, because we indulge in so much junk food. And I simply speak from experience after having realized what I was doing, right? So if you tend to grab chocolates or sweets or candy or chips when you're stressed or when you're worried or when you have a lot to do and have unsolved problems, it's basically a reaction that you have developed throughout your life in some way, shape, or form, that you have to eat away your negative emotions. Or this is just like something that a lot of people do, right? They eat away their problems in a way, which is not, obviously not going to help the situation, but it feels like comfort. That's why people say comfort food, right? So just being aware of what we eat can be very mind-opening. My tip number 4 would be to let go of people that bring you down. People have an effect over us. For sure. That's been proven too many times. People have an effect over us. When we talk to someone, it's an energetic exchange. And we have to make sure that the people we have around us really do want good for us and that they're benefiting our lives in some way. And words and people, they really do affect us, right? And other things as well. And I'll get into that in more detail. But it's very important who we have around us, right? Because they form our personalities, okay? And so we have to make sure that we have good people with good intentions around us. And if we don't have that, then thinking about letting go of those people does make a lot of sense. My tip number 5 would be the media. And this is actually really interesting because, again, sounds and words have a vibration just like everything else. And so we have to be aware of what we indulge in and what we consume. Because, again, saying that sounds and words have a vibration, so that vibration has an effect on our vibration. If we're feeling high vibe, but we hear like this really sad song, we might not feel that good anymore, right? And this is why we have to consume things that will benefit us and not trigger us or not make us cry or anything like that. And it's important to be aware of things that we really do consume and to follow people who are an inspiration on social media and to learn from them, because subconsciously it plays an extremely big role in our self-development and in what direction we are growing in. And a bonus tip for you guys would be to decide or just set the intention to feel at peace. Just decide that you're going to feel peaceful and that the hardships are just a phase and it's gonna get better. And I'm gonna link a video of why hardship is just a phase above so you can check it out as well. And decide that you're gonna be at peace. Decide that good is to come and have faith in that and have belief in that and write that down so that you can have a look at a positive affirmation every single day, and that will really boost your vibe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to know what tip you found most useful. If you have any questions, also just comment below. I always check out the comment section and reply, so make sure to take advantage of that by commenting below. Also, make sure to check out my Facebook group, the Heaven on Earth community. I do lives in there frequently. It's a small but growing community, and I would love for you to be a part of that. Also, check out my Instagram, which is Your Mind is Heaven. Give me a follow. I'm sure you'll love my content. And I also have a podcast called Talks with Ieva, where I release multiple episodes in a month. And so have a look at that for when you're maybe driving and don't want to indulge in negative music, but instead listen to a good, positive podcast. Make sure you check that out as well. And if you're interested on one-on-one coaching with me, you will find more info on that in the description section below. So check that out as well. I wish you an absolutely awesome week, and I cannot wait to see you next Sunday. Bye.